Okay, so first of all, type in equals, this cell here, is less than or greater than 2 quotation marks and enter. Then go to Data and Advanced Filter. Choose Copy to another location. The list range is this table here. The criteria range is this blank cell, and then the formula we just typed in underneath. And we're going to copy the results to this cell here, and OK. And now you can see we have filtered this table here to remove the rows that had blank values in them. Now, how this formula works is in two parts. This here means not equal to in Excel, and these two quotation marks here mean a blank cell. So if I do equals 2 is greater than 1, that gets me a true result because 2 is in fact greater than 1. But if I do 0 is greater than 1, that gets me a false because 0 is not greater than 1. But if I do equals 2 is less than or greater than 1, it does both of these tests at the same time, and only one of them has to be true in order for me to get a true result. So here, even though 2 is not less than 1, 2 is greater than 1, so I get a true value. And if I do 0 is less than or greater than 1, then I also get a true value, because even though 0 is not greater than 1, it is less than 1. And there is only one value that I can type in that will get me a false result, and that is 1 less than or greater than 1. And this gets me a false value because 1 is not greater than 1 or less than 1. It's equal to 1. So in Excel, this less than, greater than symbol means not equal to, because I can put in any other value and I will get a true result, so long as I am not comparing it to itself. Now for the quotation marks, you need to put text inside quotation marks in order to include it in a formula, and then the quotation marks disappear. But if I don't put any text between the quotation marks, if I have nothing between the quotation marks, that gives me an empty cell. So this is a blank cell. And that means this formula here is looking at this cell here and asking, is this not equal to a blank cell? And it is not a blank cell because it has a number in it, so that gets me the true value. And if I drag this formula down, you can see in the places where it is a blank cell, this gets me a false value. And for the advanced filter, we only need the first test. Now, how the advanced filter usually works is that you type in the heading of the column you want to filter, and then type in the criteria that you want to use to filter it underneath. Then go to advanced filter, and advanced filter will remember the selection that you previously made. So I'll change this to copy to another location. The list range will stay the same because it's still this table here. The criteria range has changed to these two cells here, and you have to select the heading because advanced filter needs to know which column you want to filter on. And you also have to select the criteria, so advanced filter knows what criteria you want to use to filter the column. Then to copy the results, I will put them over here, and OK. And now you can see I've taken this table here and I've filtered it for values in this column which are greater than 240. But I can't just type in the heading of the column over here, because if I try and do this test, I need to change the criteria range back to these two cells here, and I'm going to copy the results to, and this time I will select the headings here. I will select the top 3 cells, and OK. And you can see that all of the values disappear, and this is because it's trying to find the value true in this column and it isn't there, so it's basically filtering out everything. So this cell here can't match any of the headings in your table, but it can be literally anything else. So you can just type in a random word, or you can leave it blank, which is what I did originally. Then I will do the advanced filter again, and this time none of these selections have changed, and OK. And now you can see the results have reappeared. Now I can't do this with only selecting one cell for the criteria range. If I try and do that and change the criteria range to just this cell, and OK, the advanced filter doesn't filter anything because it expects you to select at least 2 cells, and it doesn't work properly without it. But you can have this formula here anywhere in the spreadsheet. So if I do advanced filter again now and change the criteria range to these 2 cells, and OK, then the advanced filter works again, and it's removed the blank values. And if you select all of the headings at the top and then filter over the top of a previous filter, it will delete the previous results and replace them. Now, this formula here does have to be linked to the top row in the table. If I move this down and then try and do that, I haven't changed any of the selections, and OK. And now you can see that it's messed it up. It's filtering the wrong rows. I will just put everything back to normal. Now, what happens if I have a blank value in a different column? And if I try and use advanced filter again, you can see that it hasn't filtered out this blank value here. And that is because this cell reference here is linked to this cell, so the advanced filter is only filtering this column here. If I want to filter this column instead, I have to move the cell reference. And now if I do this again, you can see that it's now filtering out the blank value here, and the 13th of March has disappeared, but it's no longer filtering out these 2 values here. Now, if you want to filter for more than one column at a time, you need to use the AND formula. So the first logical test will be, is this cell here not equal to a blank cell? And then the second logical test will be, is this cell here not equal to a blank cell? And you can have as many logical tests as you want in this if you have more than 2 columns. And with the AND formula, all of the logical tests need to be true in order to produce a true value. So this here has to be true, and this here has to be true. So what it's doing at the moment is looking to see if this cell here is not equal to a blank, and it is not a blank cell, so this gets me a true result. And then this here is looking in this cell and asking, is this not equal to a blank? And it's not a blank, so this is also true, so that gets me a true value. But if I drag this down, then this here is a blank cell, so this gets a false result, and only one of the logical tests needs to produce a false result in order for you to end up with a false value overall. So if I redo the advanced filter using this, you can see that it's now filtering out all of the rows that have blank values in them. Okay, so in this video I have shown you how to use advanced filter to remove blanks in Excel, and that is everything.